call this meeting to order. This is a work session of Mayor and Borough Council of Borough Seaside Park, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, held on Thursday, October 16, 2025, advertised for 7 p.m. Pursuant to the provisions of New Jersey's Open Public Meetings Act, adequate notice of this meeting was properly provided by transmitting the notice of the meeting for publication in the Asbury Park Press and the Ocean Star on January 3rd, 2025. Notice of the meeting of the governing body also has been posted in the corridor of the municipal building and in the office of the municipal clerk. Roll call.
Councilmember Amabile.
Will not be here this evening.
Councilmember Condos.
Here.
Councilmember Connor.
Here.
Councilmember Kraft.
Here.
Councilmember Rotunda.
Here.
Council President Wilk.
Here.
Mayor Peterson.
Here.
Thank you.
The first item we have on the agenda this evening is obviously it brings about a lot of mixed emotions, bittersweet emotions for all of us. It's certainly a happy occasion, but it has to have a little sadness thrown in. But if we could have come forward a very, very special employee of the Borough of Seaside Park, someone who has been a very special employee in various capacities for 40 years. Knowing those of us old timers, we remember back in the badge sticker days when you were first, but Annie Rice has always been a great friend of the Borough of Seaside Park, all its citizens, all its visitors, and everyone here in town, Annie, all your fellow employees, members of the town governing body, past, present, everybody, and we thank you very, very much, from the bottom of all our hearts for everything you gave to our town, and I know always will. You were the face of Seaside Park, and obviously we all remember the very sad days of fear and anxiety of the COVID period in our history, not just our town's history, but and everyone also remembers Seaside Park was always open, and it was open thanks in a large way to one person who was always there in person in the Borough Hall, and that was Annie Rice. Always. And always will. She'll always be in all our hearts, and we thank you very, very much. Congratulate you, wish you the best, happiness, good health, and all our appreciation. And what I have is a special proclamation, and Jenna and I and the whole council worked on it, make sure we have all the dates, times, and everything right, because I know and I do remember back badge checking, and very, very soon thereafter, everyone realized immediately you were a very special person, and of course you moved up the ladder in a whole host of positions in the Borough of Seaside Park. So this is a proclamation from the entire governing body, the entire borough family, and all the public members of Seaside Park's community, especially for you. It reads in recognition, and it says Ann Rice, but we all know you as Annie Rice, 40 years of exemplary service to the Borough of Seaside Park. And whereas Ann, affectionately known as Annie Rice, first started employment with the Borough of Seaside Park as a badge checker back in the summer of 1985, and whereas Annie Rice was then hired shortly thereafter as a keyboarding clerk 1 in 1986, and whereas Annie Rice quickly became an integral part of the borough family in her dedicated service toward helping the financing, purchasing, and tax and utility offices, which efforts led to her promotions as account clerk in 1989, and then the senior account clerk in 1999, and finally as the tax collector in 2009. And whereas during Ann Rice's tenure with the Borough of Seaside Park, she was a steadfast and loyal employee, perhaps best exemplified by her devoted in-person work and her unwavering, expert, and cheerful service provided throughout the anxiety, if not fear-driven days of the national pandemic. And whereas Ann Rice grew up in Seaside Park and has always remained part of the heart and soul of her community, as she regularly volunteered alongside her entire family with Triborough First Aid Squad in providing life-saving service as an EMT and tirelessly volunteering for community-minded events such as the beloved Friday Night Bingo. And whereas Ann Rice will be greatly missed at the Borough Hall for all her kindness, dedication, rapport with residents, and her team-minded spirit. Now, therefore, I, Mayor John A. Peterson, Jr., on behalf of the entire Borough Council of the Borough of Seaside Park, do hereby present this proclamation to Ann Rice in recognition and in gratitude for her dedicated service to the Borough of Seaside Park, with all our best wishes upon her retirement and for much happiness in the future. Thank you. I think you should say a few words.
I can't say how much I miss seeing everybody and helping out everybody, but hopefully this next chapter is going to be a lot of vacation and more photography and and more service to the communities and stuff. So thank you to everybody that I worked with and everybody who's always supported me and the town. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All your family. It's a team effort and always has been.
Yep.
Thank you very much. We wanted to get a photo with you and the entire council.
Okay.
We wanted to present you officially.
Okay.
If we could sneak them up here for 1 second. Yeah, now we need an photographer. Can we have Maria?
How are we going to squeeze in?
Yeah, I think we can. Is that yeah, no, or you go. Tina, are you in there? Oh, come on. Stick it right there.
All right, everyone ready?
Cheese. Oh, Marie, one more.
Hold that pose. Very nice. Yeah, Marie, get up there. You should get in with
Marie. Oh, no, Tina, get it.
Well, I just wanted you first.
Oh.
I thought you were just doing the three of them.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
Three of them.
Oh, I thought so.
So step back a step.
Cheese.
Right.
Good, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're
Congratulations.
wonderful.
It's a long career, it's a beautiful career. Congrats, Annie. It's a beautiful career when you get to do it on your terms. You know? I do know. That's the way to do it, firsthand.
Me too. And even 40 years.
Yeah. You did 40?
Then my back isn't good for 7.
See you later. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid will happen when I leave. That's gonna hold me back.
The next item on the agenda for discussion is the issue of moving and setting a new location for a new Osprey platform. And I'll turn the floor over to, I know Marty's worked on it, Karen, and the whole council has been involved in this, and
Platform is already completely built and ready to be installed. There was discussion to place it at the end of Lake Avenue, I believe, and
Well, initially, like the northwest corner of the marina. And then we scrubbed that for reasons.
Reasons.
The birds leave litter.
yeah, that's it.
And then thought a better location would be,
It's stock.
Yeah, like probably,
In the wooded area.
yeah, just north of the playground on Lake Avenue.
Down at the water's edge, down where the shrubbery is. Felt to be natural lake location
Yeah.
and wouldn't interfere, and there's no really disturbance there. I know the road's there, but the.
They don't seem to mind
I
the
mean,
roads.
the road doesn't mind.
Right up there,
They don't mind a lot of things.
They go right up here on the tower.
Yeah, does it say-
Siren,
That's
yes.
in our light towers down the field.
It doesn't seem like the one at the end of the marina where it's located on, High Street on that corner. The blackbirds are interfering, and that's not successful.
And you also consulted, I know there's at least one very active neighbor
There
who
is.
helps out, monitors and watches, and he's understanding as well and supportive.
Yeah, John Cleaver spoke to him, and he totally agreed with the assessment, and it was brought to the environmental, the EAC, and through Cindy Cleaver, she told me they're on board, so.
So we'll hope for the next nesting cycle.
Yeah, so in between now and then, we'll get it installed, and
Yeah.
That's good.
So everybody okay on board with that?
Yeah, with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's good.
the existing one will remain. We're not taking the existing one down, maybe we'll get lucky, but, yeah.
Well, they've been there, they just, for whatever reason, that probably could be the black birds that just interfered.
That's my belief.
Yeah.
You go by, you watch them, they're interfering, so.
So you're saying you're gonna leave it and do a second one?
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Yeah, that
okay,
works.
because at
Be the
first the way
second.
it sounded like you were moving it.
No, this is an
Okay,
addition.
that's what I thought.
Yeah. The next item of discussion is discussion of engineering quote for topographic survey at the stormwater pump station at 14th Avenue. That's listed for consideration as Resolution 2025-340 for this evening's regular meeting.
Mayor, this is for additional surveying of the road that was put in by the county to make sure it's placed at the right height, like 2.5. If it's not pitched correctly, the stormwater system will not work correctly. That's what this is about.
Right, this is to ascertain that it's.
Yeah.
Anything else on that one?
No, Mayor.
If not, anything else from council for work session discussion at this time?
No, I don't have anything. No.
There being none, I'll go into the audience if there's any public comments on the work session items, if anyone has them, if they could give their name and address into the record. Pat?
Pat Urso, 137 10th Avenue. I just want to say the Environmental Committee definitely supports the Lakeside Avenue site. It's near the playground. It's definitely remote. The blackbirds, according to our resident Cindy Cleaver, who is our resident osprey expert, actually were not the problem this year, but there was a generalized problem with osprey all over the state. They did not thrive this year. Many left their nests. So there is a chance that we would get osprey back, the same pair. Evidently, according to Cindy, the same pair comes back to the nest every year.
That's correct.
It always, that's their habit. They find a place and that's where they go, like the one over the Pelican Island Bridge. But we're optimistic about the new site and we're very happy that the council is doing this.
Very good.
Thank you, Pat.
Thank you, Pat. Thank you.
And Shirley?
Shirley Cressel, 700 North David Avenue. I'm not exactly sure of the site, but there's none of those little birds around where this one's going to be put.
We had a
Are the
good,
trees different?
we went by the experts to observe the conditions.
Okay, so,
There's less trees, more phragmites, less trees.
yeah, that's what I, yeah.
Yeah.
And those were so high, and like Gert, who's right there, would see them actually pull the feathers out of the osprey.
Yeah, the
I mean, they
red
were
blackbirds are
vicious.
brutal.
They were.
And, good.
Give it a try.
Yep.
Yes, Edie?
Edie Klein, 48 11th Avenue. Just one quick question about that resolution for the additional engineering services. The road has already been done, is that right?
That's correct.
14?
It is.
So what happens if, I don't understand why this survey wasn't done or the engineering wasn't done before they finish the road. Because if they find out it's not the right thing, they're gonna have to redo the road?
Yes.
Well, why wasn't this taken care of before they did the road? Who did the engineering
Well,
work?
let me go back. I know this is very confusing, and this comes up every time. It's a county road.
I get that.
The pump station is our project. We have to confirm that that county road was put in at 2.5.
So there was no interaction between the town and the county before they did the road?
You wouldn't do it before the road. You have to confirm that it's at 2.5, that the requirements were met.
That was the
So I'm having
requirement to the
trouble,
county.
so okay. So what you're saying is the county did their work,
That's correct.
and they didn't necessarily want to, care about making it the right height?
We don't have that in writing.
It doesn't seem to me to be the way to do things.
Well,
I'm not saying that you guys are wrong.
Now, let me put it in perspective, just to simplify this. You build your house, before we go anywhere, before you get CO, we have what's called an as-built. The surveyor comes back, surveys everything. They hand that into the building department. Okay, it meets our requirements. Standard practice. This is no different.
So whatever the county did met our requirements, or they just didn't even find out what we wanted, or it's their road, so they did what they wanted?
It's no different than what I just explained.
All right, well, I can't really relate the two. All right, new question. So if this survey or whatever comes back that it's not right, will the county redo it, or are we required to pay to redo it?
We'll address that when we get to that.
All right, well, that's not much of an answer, but I guess that's all you can do for me right now.
Any other comments on work session items? Yes, Tom?
Tom Joseph, 704 South Bayview Avenue. The 2.5 feet,
Yes,
is that the crown of the road?
that is correct.
Thank you.
Crown of the road.
Any other comments on work session? Yes, Chuck?
Chuck Appleby, 215 10th Avenue. The survey, just so you know, they put the road in, it was designed by an engineering firm, put the road in. The engineering firm was there doing quality control, quality assurance work while it was being done. After it was done, Earl, the guy that put it in, sent a survey crew there, I talked to them, to do the final as-built for their job, and they submitted that to the county, I assume. Then they came back and they had to repay the section
Correct.
because they failed to meet the specs. They submitted that to the county, I assume, the engineer firm, and they paid them based on it being correct. So I assume there's a question whether it is correct, because it might not be, it might not have met the specs, the design.
That's correct.
So, I guess there's a communication between the county A&E and the town isn't great. But they were in this week, they installed water lines, they failed in putting the water lines in correctly. Then they had one leak from my neighbor, and they just came in this week and dug it all up and did it again. So now we have a patch in that brand new road, which of course we don't want to have, but. So these are all things, it's working with the county and things like that. It's a shame that the relationship just isn't better with the A&Es, even talking to A&Es and making sure everything is done. So, that's unfortunate. With the regards to the Osprey, I did many of these, managed them. But the height, I was wondering, did somebody actually evaluate the elevation and contact the DEP or somebody? We have experts in town, but to make sure that the height that's going in is appropriate for the height of the Phragmites and the vegetation. Because I think there's a big there was a disconnect, and I think there might be in the future. These things have to be pretty damn high to protect the birds up there, the nests and everything. So you want to have the right height. So if they could just double check to make sure the height's right. I saw the pole that's there at the marina. It doesn't seem that big. And I know I think we had a height problem with the one that was at the marina.
Yeah.
And we raised it, and I saw it when I went in, I was like, that's too short. But we'll see if it works. But, if you get an expert, Island Beach State Park, but the state has a whole program for it. But just to make sure the height's done, do it right the first time.
Very good.
Don't get the county.
Any other comments on work session items? Hearing none, unless anything else from council, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn the work session, take a brief moment, and then move into the regular meeting.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Councilmember Connor,
Second.
second by Councilmember Rotunda. Roll call.
Councilmember Connor?
Yes.
Councilmember Rotunda?
Yes.
Councilmember Condos?
Yes.
Councilmember Kraft?
Yes.
Council President Wilk?
Yes.
Motion approved.